up, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links players? It's your boy Rosborn back at you with another episode of PvP Duels, this time featuring Yami Yugi and our Dark Magician deck that we've gotten from leveling Arcana up to level 40, as well as farming his events whenever he was around. Before we get into this video, before I show you guys the deck that I'm going to run, be sure to go check out my channel and subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links videos. So the deck that we're running today is Dark Magicians, as I mentioned before, running Destiny Draw as the ability. We're running it kind of weird. I don't remember what I put this Chazz the Prophet in for, but there was something else in there before, and I can't quite remember what it was. But we run one skilled Dark Magician because that's all that's available. Every time a spell card's played, we put a counter on him, and when there's 3, we get to send it to the grave and special Dark Magician from the hand, deck, or graveyard. It's a cool card, but I've never actually resolved its ability yet. It's just a 1900 Dark Spellcaster that kind of goes along with the rest of the deck. We got Chazz the Prophet. You can declare a spell or trap card, target a card your opponent controls that's set, and if it's the one that you called, they can't activate that card for the rest of the turn. It's a pretty cool way to lock your opponent out of stuff, especially when you're trying to push your game with your spellcasters. Run 2 Legion the Fiend Jester to search out Dark Magician and to give you that extra tribute summon for the Dark Magician whenever you need it. You have 2 Magician's Rod, basically the engine of the deck, to search out whichever Dark Magician spell or trap card you need. We're on 3 Dark Magicians. Luckily, I have the Arcana Dark Magician so that I was able to do my challenge and get my Dark Magician playmat, as you guys saw in my last video from yesterday with the Harpy Ladies. We have 1 Dark Magic attack for Magician's Rod target, and it destroys all cards in your opponent's spell and trap card zone. Very strong card. Run 2 Enemy Controller. That's all I have space for in this deck, trying to keep it down to 20 cards. It's a phenomenal card. I don't even have to explain it because you should be running as many as you can in each deck. Dark Magic Curtain, pay half your life points to summon Dark Magician from the deck. Not only do you get a Dark Magician to the field, but you get to activate your Destiny Draw ability the turn after. Granted that, you know, if your life points were 4,000 or more, you definitely get to activate your ability after you activate this card, which is really nice. The only downside is you can't normal summon or set the same turn, so you can't do any Magician's Rod shenanigans the same turn as your Dark Magic Curtain, or you can't search Dark Magic Curtain off of Magician's Rod and then activate it. But you can search the Dark Magic Curtain off of Magician's Rod. Run 2 Ancient Rules to special summon Dark Magicians from my deck. Run 1 copy of Thousand Knives so I can destroy a pesky monster whenever Dark Magician is on the field. And I run 3 Mirror Walls, not only as a way to protect my monsters and my life points, but in weird situations, I can pay 2,000 life points with its ability, so next turn, I'm able to draw with my Destiny Draw ability and get whatever card I need from my deck to my hand. And of course, 1 Champion's Vigilance, because we're trying to consistently summon out a level 7 or higher normal monster, and Champion's Vigilance is definitely our way of doing that. Now, of course, the other option is to run this ability with Arcana, because Arcana's got the ability that says when he loses a certain amount of life points, you're able to add randomly from outside of your deck either Dark Magic Attack, Thousand Knives, or I think it's Dark Magic Expanded. It's the one that basically activates for how many... The effect depends on how many Dark Magicians you have on the field and in the graveyard. Dark Magicians or Dark Magician Girls, I'm sorry. But that ability was okay. I would get what I needed most of the time with it, but it was still random, so there would be times that I wouldn't get what I needed. I figured Destiny Draw was a lot stronger of a skill. I don't have any replays with this one saved like I did with the Harpy deck yesterday, so we're just going to go ahead and jump straight into ranked duels here and see what we can do. So hailing from Japan, our first opponent is playing Chazz Princeton, and we actually get to start out going second. It says if he wins, he'll gain a rank, so naturally, we've got to come in and beat him and keep that from happening. Landed the Ojama, so everything's going to be pretty much already switched whenever he starts off. Luckily, he's not able to start off with a fusion of any kind, so I'm not locked out on monster zones. We're going to start by playing Dark Magic Curtain so we can get to our Dark Magic attack as soon as possible. Hopefully the Dark Magician will survive the turn and be able to stay on the field. I'm also going to go ahead and set Legion the Fiend Jester. You are able to set monsters the turn you activate Dark Magic attack. This is probably an Ojama blue face down. Yep, so he's going to search 2 Ojama cards from his deck to his hand. And if I had only played the Dark Magician, there's a chance that he would be able to destroy it and then fuse for Ojama King, because that's what a lot of these Ojama decks have been trying to do lately. I actually had a build that I played against the other day where the guy started off with, he used that ability where you start off with 5,500 life points and start out with less cards in hand. Turn 1, he goes Tribute to the Doom to destroy my monster, Cyberstein to pay 5,000, summon Ojama King, lock out my boards. It was the most frustrating situation I have ever been in. So we added Ojama Blue and Ojama Delta Hurricane. That is a little unsettling, but luckily we have Enemy Controller and our face down Legion the Fiend Jester so that we are able to make sure that if he does play an Ojama card to the field to try and activate Ojama Delta Hurricane, we can take his third one from him and be like, Dark Magician is safe. So now we have to decide on what we're going to do. If we're going to try to push for the win, we'll go ahead and grab that Dark Magic attack, play it, flip up the monster and summon the Chao-Len, and we'll debate whether or not we're going to enemy control the Ojama Blue to attack position based on whatever this face-down card is right here. I'm guessing it's going to be some other Ojama, so, you know, I hope I'm right about that. Alright, moving on to battle phase. We'll go ahead and swing Legion into the face-down monster first, because that's the only way that we're going to be winning this game this turn, is if that succeeds in killing the monster. Alright, so we definitely have game this turn. It doesn't look like he's got any Sphere Karibos or anything like that in his hand. So we'll just turn his Ojama Blue to attack position and just swing in for max damage on his life points. Great! I'm genuinely excited that this deck is a thing. I actually San Antonio had a snow day last week, which was very odd, or I think it was last week, but anyway, on the snow day, I actually just sat and played Duel Links for the entire day, and I went from about 35 to 40 wins in PvP to just about 100, if that wasn't how I got to 100 wins. So this deck was definitely able to help me do a lot of things that I wasn't able to do before, and hopefully I'll be able to hit King of Games by the end of January because of the synergy that I've been able to gain with this deck. Dark Magician's going to swing directly. It doesn't look... yeah, it's just moving slowly. It wasn't moving his Hourglass at all like he had a response, so we won. But yeah, I ended up just sitting around all day playing Dark Magicians and getting up to Legends. I almost made King of Games. I don't know if I was a win away or not. I was definitely at Legends 3. But then I just started losing some games, and actually right in the middle of that push for wins that I was getting was around the time that the Citadel deck got discovered with the bamboo swords and whatnot. So that's another reason why it's been very difficult for me to hit that King of Games status, because, you know, midway through an all-day climb of the ladder, this new deck gets introduced by a YouTuber, everybody starts building it, and all of a sudden I'm losing to something I hadn't seen in literally almost 100 games, or maybe about 60, 70 games, more realistically. And then this guy's from a new country, he's from Poland, and he's going to play Bones. Normally I stop between my videos, but I was actually talking about something here for once, so I was able to just bridge that gap with speech. So we've started off actually decently strong with a skilled Dark Magician and a live Ancient Rule. So not only are we able to start the board off with 4,400 on board, but we also are able to start with one spell counter towards another Dark Magician. He's going first. I wonder what he's playing with 4 cards in his extra deck as a Bones player. I'm genuinely curious to figure that out. But he's going to set a monster and set 1, 2 cards face down. So we're going to draw, maybe we'll draw into a Dark Magic attack. Dark Magic Curtain, just as good. Okay, so we're gonna summon Skilled Dark Magician to the board this turn, and play an Ancient Rules. Who knows? Maybe we're about to bait a Floodgate. No. Okay, so we're gonna Ancient Rules out the Dark Magician. Next turn, so that we get to keep a spell count. So we get to use a spell counter on Skilled Dark Magician for it. That's when we'll go ahead and play this Dark Magic Curtain. I don't mind not having as many cards as I need right now, like Dark Magic Attack or anything like that, and I won't get them until 2 turns from now. So, I'm okay with that. We're just going to pass turn, we're going to see what he's playing before we even try to start swinging into Wall of Disruptions, Mirror Walls, Enemy Controllers, Man-Eater Bugs, whatever these 3 face-down cards could be. So although this video is actually coming out on Wednesday, I'm filming on Tuesday, so we haven't had a new event drop yet. I forget what the event that's dropping, or that will have dropped by the time you guys are watching this video, is going to be. I'm sure I could take a look at that really quickly if I even remember between sets, but we'll have to figure that out. So he's going to swing the Murmillo into Skilled Dark Magician in order to... Alright, that's fine. He's going to give me a second counter on it. Unfortunately, unless I draw a different spell card, I'm not going to be able to tribute Skilled Dark Magician for his ability next turn. But luckily, as it stands right now, I'm actually able to... He's not going to be able to Murmillo me right away. He's probably just going to Bestiari off my Mirror Wall. I won't even waste the activation because he's already taking long enough with his turn. As you guys saw from my Harpy video yesterday, I really hate it when people take their sweet time playing this game. Octavius. This card, target one face down spell or trap card in the spell or trap card zone. Destroy that target. Alright. He's big, but he's not big enough. So we'll go ahead and bump ourselves down to that. Well, we can summon that one from hand, I guess, but that's a little... That hurts a little bit. We'll turn Skill Dark to attack position, and we'll Dark Magic Curtain out another Dark Magician. Bring ourselves down to 1,000. Kind of dangerous, but he's not winning next turn. I can pretty much guarantee that because I've got the Mirror Wall face up. He can probably destroy something. If he destroys a Dark Magician, though, I'm just going to summon it back with the Skill Dark Magician. And if he destroys Skill Dark Magician, then I still have 2 regular-ass Dark Magicians on the field. See, can't activate him, but he does summon from a hand, deck, or graveyard. Sweet. And he's still thinking about something. I'm not sure. Let's go ahead and just pass turn then. Okay, so that's a chainable card. His chainable card, since it wasn't battle phase, is most likely a half shut. It could be another enemy controller, but I'm definitely seeing that it could be a half shut. Since he set a monster, set 2 at the beginning, it's reasonable to believe that the face down card, that the face down spell or trap card synergizes with the face down monsters. Wow! I wasn't expecting that at all. So he's gonna kill one Dark Magician right there. I'm going to summon it back if he doesn't kill the Skill Dark Magician. But I'm sure he wouldn't have just flip summoned that Man-Eater bug unless there was a reason for it. But now I'm convinced that this is another enemy controller or a Mirror Wall. I don't know. Dude, this guy is running a lot of bad Gladiator Beasts. Battle phase. Yeah, he's got a half-shut face down for sure. Or not. You know. But now we can Destiny draw. We can grab Dark Magic attack. We can't pay for Mirror Wall again, that's kind of lame, but we can destroy his face down, and then skill Dark Magician to get the Dark Magician back that he killed last turn. Super Rush Headlong. Alright, that is also a card. We'll make sure his Alexander can't swing over anything, and we'll just crash with the Octavius. I think that's a very safe way to go with this game. And just an overall good strategy. I'm going to leave this Dark Magician in hand so in case I draw an Ancient Rules, I can play the third one. Let me just make sure. Declared Dark. Okay. So that's taken out of the way. That's probably another monster because I'm sure he would have set as many spell or trap cards as possible. His best bet right now would be to fuse into Esadari. Or not. He's got another face down card. Oh, awesome. Shaolin. Force the activation of whatever card that is. I'm going to guess it's a spell card. Because the spell card is what's going to hurt me the most right here. Oh, hi there. So that's going to be... I destroy his board now. Unless that's a Hoplomys. Just kidding, they didn't put Hoplomys in the game. Test Ape. I'm actually a little nervous about this game because I'm not used to these decks at all. So Andal's coming out. He's basically banking on his next draw to get him something broken. Maybe it'll be another monster, and I could just not have to worry about it. It's another monster. Fuse into Esadari because you can't do anything otherwise. Yep. And watch, maybe we'll draw a Magician's Rod or 1,000 Nines. That would be great. There's literally, it's just under a quarter chance, or just over a quarter chance of us drawing it. Oh, he's just gonna crash. Alright. Huh! Wow! He's very, very fortunate. Let's waste his time like other people have been wasting ours. Let's just activate the ability. Make him think I'm gonna summon another monster, but I'm not. Swing in with Shaolin, pass turn. So now we have about a 20% chance of drawing away to summon Dark Magician. So that is another card. We're going to try to block this one out of being able to do anything. I'm going to call Trap card in case it is an impenetrable attack. It's chainable, so it's a spell card. Let's see what it's going to be. And we declared Trap card. Ah, it's a mirror wall. That's nice. So we are just going to swing in for the 900, get him down as close as we can. It'd be really, really awesome if we could Shaolin multiple times per turn. But now that we forced this one out, chances are the next one's not going to make too much big of a difference either. There we go. There's a Magician's Rod. So let's see. Let's just summon the Magician's Rod and see what it does. Maybe I can bait out Floodgate Trap Hole. There it is. We activate the effect to target the face down. We're going to call trap cards because the only thing we're worried about at this point is impenetrable attack. Literally none of his spell cards win. Because we're going to summon Dark Magician. Yes! Windstorm OP. And now we're going to Ancient Rules, summon Dark Magician, and attack for game. Very happy with the results here. Beat a Gladiator Beast deck with Dark Magicians is always something to be happy about. And that's a second win in a row logged on camera. Wow. It's a little different than the Harpy video went yesterday, I'll tell you that. This deck is very, very strong. Very, very powerful. It has the opportunity it has the chance to brick, of course, because it's running big vanilla beaters like 3 Dark Magicians. I've opened up with multiple Dark Magicians before in the past. It's not very fun. So, let's see. I think I have time for one more duel. Let's jump in and see who we get to fight right now with that. I actually probably have time for a couple more before I have to leave. But since this is the first time I'm actually able to get a good video in one go instead of like having random. You know what, I'm saying this now and now I'm going to have to probably play against a Bamboo Sword deck or something. No, Dr. Crowler. I'd rather be playing against the Crowler decks with Harpies, but Crowler isn't a matchup that I'm very afraid of, even if he is running the Ancient Gear Castle deck. Starting off going first, which will be great if we get to start off with a Dark Magic Curtain, but highly doubt that. Magician's Rod, Legion, so yeah, we'll summon Magician's Rod and we'll start our game off with a Dark Magic attack in hand, because I think I should be able to protect it long enough. That is a tough call though. I'm going to have to search Dark Magic attack because this hand is not strong enough to survive an Ancient Gear Golem 2 turns in a row. I wouldn't be getting my Destiny draw until the turn after my next one, and by then I'm probably dead. Waiting for a response, so we had to check the time, because on the app it won't show you the time that it is in your phone. Awesome! Ancient Gear Knight. Really big chance that he is not going to attack or anything like that. If he does, that's great for me. I'll be very happy. I'm very happy. Maybe. We had the same kind of scare last duel, or last video. Alright. We will play the Mirror Wall. Destroy his monster. Now he's got 2 counters so he can Ancient Gear Golem me next turn, or even Ancient Gear Beast. So depending on the draw, it's another Legion. So I'm going to pay the 2,000 with Mirror Wall to guarantee that I get to choose my own draw next turn. Summon Legion. And there's no response to the Legion, so we're going to go ahead and go straight into summoning this Dark Magician. It's an enchainable card, so that's probably definitely a Wall of Disruption then. Or it could be one of the random guys still running Security Orb, but in Legends I doubt that's the case. So, Dark Magic Attack! Pulse Mines. If you control a machine-type monster. Okay, so that's the reason that that wasn't able to go through, because he does not control any machine monsters now. Luckily, that is a Windstorm of Atakwa, though, so it's really good to have that out of the way, as well as that Ancient Gear Castle, because he could summon something stronger than my Dark Magician right now. And while I could just stack an Ancient, or 1,000 Knives to the top of my deck next turn, I'm not too sure exactly what he's going to do, so I'm going to have to just sit back and let this be my field for a turn. And he surrenders. Sweet. So because of that, I actually probably have even more time right now to play one, maybe even two more games. I like how this video is going right now. I'm not gonna lie, it was really frustrating to film the Harpy video that went up yesterday just because of people, man. Those bamboo sword decks, those burn decks. It's hard to play this game sometimes without getting frustrated. But this is kind of how that day was going for me the other day when I was climbing the ladder, getting as many wins as I could in as little amount of time as I could, since I had a full day off for snow and ice. It's just crazy. From Peru. I guess I've played somebody from Peru before. I see that and I don't recognize it, so I would assume it's the first time I played somebody, but the game doesn't seem to think so. And I'm starting off first against this Kaiba. If he wins, he gains a rank, so naturally we have to make sure that doesn't happen. And this is a really interesting opening hand. I don't like this hand going first, but Seto Kaiba's playing Restart, so chances are we're playing against a Sacred Phoenix deck.
Duel.
It's usually what it is with Restart or Beatdown, but it actually could literally just be anything with Kaiba. Or with Restart, it could literally be anybody. Draws for turn. I guess that's one of the good things about this video so far, is that I haven't been clogging up Dark Magicians in my hand. Now I wouldn't mind having one because I opened with the Ancient rules, but that's one spell counter. He is playing Phoenix. That was... I don't know why that was such an easy call. I don't know why that's always such an easy call. It's not always Phoenix, but I only ever say it's Phoenix when it ends up being Phoenix. Fire King Island hits the board. I wonder if he's going to special the Phoenix instead of destroying it so that he can try to attack over my Skilled Dart. Destroy one monster? Nope, so he's going to go ahead and destroy Sacred Phoenix. Kind of want to draw an enemy controller now for turn, but I doubt that's going to happen. If we can draw a Dark Magician for turn, then I think we just win. Because we Dark Magic attack and it'll destroy his Fire King Island. Yeah, if I draw Dark Magician for turn. Woo! Let's go. Because now we have two Dark Magicians on the field, since we have our third counter on Skilled. Let's go ahead and clear his board. Swing in with two Dark Magicians. I love this deck. I love this deck. Okay, so Yaksha gets destroyed. Maybe there's another one in his hand that he can summon, I'm not sure. Oh no, it gave me the option to... Actually, no, that doesn't mean anything. Ignore what I was just starting to say. But yeah, he didn't activate any other Fire King effects in his hand to special summon, so I just have a clear shot at his life points. I'm surprised he hasn't quit now. That was like the best top deck of my life. Sphere Karibo, or is he loading slow? He's loading slow. Okay, yeah, we won. Well, sweet. That's 4 wins in a row. I think if I... Whoa! Well, that was unfortunate. Not see that coming at all. But chances are he doesn't have any outs. He has 2 cards in hand. This one's probably something to set. I don't know about the new one. Nope. No Chaining Mirror Wall. Oh, he's got 2 birdies. He's playing Restart, so, you know, thank God right now he isn't playing Beatdown for his ability. Sorry, I stopped talking. I'm curious about what's going to happen here. He may... Well, that face down card makes this extremely difficult. Am I able to clear his field? Am I able to attack him? I'll take a loss. Windstorm. Yep. It's impossible to read Windstorm anymore. It was very possible to read it back at the beginning of this game, but now it's just... Now you can't read it. It happens. It's a little disappointing. At least he can't game me this turn, I guess. Oh, well, that's life. Yu-Gi-Oh's a strange game. He didn't attack me he didn't attack me directly because he didn't want me to Destiny draw for the turn. But if I mirror wall him, maybe he'll let me Destiny draw still, maybe not. I doubt it. He'll probably just swing once and then I won't be able to activate my ability. He'll probably just be like, okay, your turn. I do have to mirror wall here to protect myself. Yep, just as I thought, he is not going to do that. We're going to keep the mirror wall up, activate a Magician's Rod, and use that card. Search out. It's interesting. I'm going to go ahead and search out Thousand Knives, because I can guarantee that I can summon the Dark Magician next turn. I'm going to pass, because that could very well be a Wall of Disruption, and I think that's what that's going to be. Nope, he just passes his turn again. It's very interesting. My turn. I draw. Nothing here outright helps us win. Let's go for an Ancient Rules. Why not? See what we can do. So far his card doesn't seem to be chainable. It's Thousand Knives to Goka. And I'm going to be really sad if his card turns out to be a Michizuri, because that's very possible here. Oh, I forgot to turn Magician's Rod to defense. Yep, I called that right. It was Wall of Disruption. Yeah, chances are I was going to lose anyway because of the strong field presence he put up. I was very convinced that I was going to win. I guess I'm going to stop saying that I won because I don't expect decks like that to be running regular Karibo instead of Sphere Karibo, but I guess there is a certain accessibility to Sphere Karibo that's a little difficult to get to, so I completely understand people running the regular instead. Even though you can't get the regular, it was probably a little cheaper and a little easier to get than the Sphere version. So I'm going to play one more game and hopefully end this video off on a good note with one win, because it's very rare lately that I've been able to get my PvP videos to end with a win. We got so many at the beginning, why not one more at the end? Well, you guys, I was going to show you a last video, but this is actually how it's playing out, and the video's gone way too long for me to be able to actually... This duel itself went way too long for me to actually be able to upload the video to YouTube, so I'm not worried about this game at all. I got absolutely demolished. There are a lot of changes I'm probably going to be making to the deck to make sure that nothing like this happens again against this matchup, like maybe checking out the enemy controllers for Super Rush Headlongs or trying something different in place of other things, maybe even the mirror walls. But for now, guys, I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. There's a really awkward video there at the end with 3 strong wins at the beginning, just straight into 2 major losses, but whatever. I'll get over that. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links videos. Be sure to thumbs up this video and leave a comment to let me know what you guys thought. For now, I am out of here. Peace.